Then it's a narrow defeat in a hard-fought game, really.
Yeah, I thought you just off camera there. You just said, what did I think? I thought performance-wise was okay. I don't think that we were. I think if you'd have drawn the game, they probably fought fairly even. Just think we come up short in a couple of areas. Obviously, we should probably defend the second goal a lot better than we did down that right side. Then I think we just need to be a bit more ruthless in some of the areas that we got in and around their box. I think that was, my take on it. I don't think performance-wise it was poor. They were 2 goals better than us. Simple as that.
First half they're a goal ahead, then they got a penalty, and if it had gone 2-0 at that point it probably would have been game over, but Josh got us right back into it.
Yeah, listen, I personally don't think it was a penalty. I think the ref, we spoke to the ref at half time, he said he might have got it wrong. Fortunately for us, Josh has made the save. We've got ourselves back into the game, quite early, which was important for us. And then I think from that point, thought we were the team that looked like was going to go and score a goal, especially before the half time and after. To be fair, we started in a shape that we usually play. We made a tweak to that very, very early, especially after we conceded. And I think once we did that, we managed to get a bit of a grip on the game. But we didn't take the kind of chances that I would probably say a couple of half chances, mate. If I'm being brutally honest, I don't think we were just ruthless enough in and around the box. And then we get punished, at the other end. When I thought at the time we was the team on top. So yeah, that's my take on it, mate.
So possession-wise, you said we had plenty of possession, but we never really looked like scoring, and they didn't look like scoring either. It's the end now of a really tough month. Was it 9 games? If you kind of look back at it all now, have we done okay, do you think?
I said before the game to the boys, I think a result today in terms of points, you probably look at your return from a result today, you would have probably gone, okay, we take the return in terms of the travel, in terms of the amount of fixtures, the fatigue that the squad's showing in regards to some injury suspensions. But that's things that we just have to get dealt with. They get thrown your way. Not the only team that gets thrown that. We have to be able to deal with those type of situations. But yeah, listen, the break next week will do us good for all sorts of reasons in terms of rest and recovery, 2 training sessions, and some time to potentially make changes. Because I think it's been a difficult month to make changes in terms of how quick games are coming, so thick and fast. But I think where the week allows us a bit of a reset going into December, obviously.
You've talked before the last 2 weeks about trying to get some players in and potentially moving 1 or 2 out, but it's not that easy, is it? Players want a lot of money. Yeah,
listen, it's not just that. Obviously, your financial situation is something that you have to manage. We can't make excuses on the back of that, because there's other clubs, doing a lot better than we are, with a lot less financial backing. So that's no excuse. However, it's not as easy as out and in. You have to identify what you need first of all, and then you have to be able to tempt them to come and join you, in terms of, yes, financially, but also the kind of project that you're building. So listen, it's not. We could go out tomorrow and get 5 players if we really wanted to, but are they going to be the right ones? That's the bit you've got to get right. And when you're making changes for for everybody to see, they need to be the right ones. Anyone that's coming in needs to make an impact on our squad. We haven't got time to, nurture players and embed them in. They need to come in and make an impact, and that's the bit that we've got to get right. So, that's my job, and I'll have to start doing that, on the back of this week coming towards us.